We'll go on the road. We'll get it. We'll get a hard one on the road.
I want to get fucked up on the road.
You going to G State? I got something for them. I got somebody for them.
So you want to play next?
Nah, I want to see G State. Matter of fact, I'm going with my niggas. I don't give a fuck about Golden State. Boston, nigga.
Nigga, I be Golden State with the Philadelphia 76. I ain't know what you win when we left on this. And it was getting after the niggas. Like they was the number one.
I'm gonna wear my Celtics. What you got on, white? I was gonna wear the Pride jersey, so we coming in G State with Pride, nigga.
Boy, step shot quick, yo, back. Everybody love Clay because he's shooty. They be like, oh, Clay better. Nah, nigga, step shot. Play that nigga though. They really got this dribble. Man, that is sick, man. What the fuck?
Y'all welcome to tune in, man. You know what I'm saying? I prefer niggas do, man. This is gonna be one y'all wanna miss.
Listen to me real quick. I'm look at them niggas. These niggas twice.
Cat.
At home or what?
I'm away. I'm on the road, man. Yeah, I'm broadcasting too. Yeah, I'm broadcasting.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep the broadcast no matter what I'm doing. Practice.
That shit.
I gotta make the YouTube.
That shit.
YouTube one.
Yeah, that all that, man. If not, it's like that, then we playing on the PS3 with better graphics. Fuck.
I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And so off the tip, it's Boston. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Bradley and Turner filling out the perimeter. Sullinger and Zeller are the duo down low. And it's Smart in at the point.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
That was my fault. I held it too long.
Klay Thompson was the subject of trade speculation, possibly, in fact, going to the Timberwolves for Kevin Love.
Yeah, in the end, the Warriors stood pat, and it was a controversial decision at that point, but I don't think there's any question. It's a pretty good move for the Warriors right now.
And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Sullinger with a screen for Smart. He dishes it to Sullinger. Pass to Bradley. 5 to shoot. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did.
I got two wing defenders out here. We not stunting them niggas.
Gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
That depends on who using it.
So fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
I ain't worried about him right now.
Following the basket by Stephen Curry. And Thompson sends it back. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Thompson with it. Out guarded by Smart.
I noticed that.
It's Curry with the drive.
Yeah, he's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Now here's Smart. Sullinger is screen on Thompson. And it's sent back by Bogut. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Barnes can't get it to go. Boston trailing. Smart with the ball. The pass to Sullinger. Rebounded by Bogut.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And Thompson kicks to Curry. Bogut the pass to Barnes. Bogut with a screen on Sullinger. Right side Curry. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Curry's got 6.
Stephen Curry amped up on O.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
And he came off that screen, and then he just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Mike is a deadly weapon in the right man's hands.
Up high for the two-handed dunk.
And that is a major
Same thing with Steph.
right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Now here's Turner. Andrew Bogut unable to get his shot to go. Here's the 3. Curry with another miss. The Celtics have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is G8, their point differential.
You know, to be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Smart kicks to Sullinger. On the wing, Turner. Frames it from beyond the arc. Turner's got himself going there. His first points of the game with the deep ball.
Guys, the Warriors ended the year at just over a 10-point differential per game. I mean, still that number is staggering when you think of what it takes to achieve that mark over the course of a season. Typically, championship teams are somewhere in the +6 to +8 range. 10 is off the charts. When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Now here's Smart. Tight defense on him. Outside Turner. Clock at 6. Here's Zeller. Here's Sullinger.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And Turner the bucket on the assist by Sullinger. Turner's got 5 now.
And you know what? That Warriors point differential was helped out a lot by their play at home. The home differential was almost plus 15 points per game. A lot of blowout wins. Scary thing is they set their starters in the fourth so often, they could have made those numbers even higher had they wanted.
Spates checked in for Andrew Bogut. And a change for the Celtics. Jerebko's checked in for Zeller. Nobody near Barnes. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Outside Turner. Dishes to Jerebko. Turner against Barnes. Boston needs to get off a shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Warriors trail by 3. Outside Curry. Over in the corner, Barnes. Off target with his 3. The Celtics have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Sullinger, the screen. Smart kicks to Sullinger. Here's Bradley. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. An MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. I mean, you could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us, and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. So he was ahead of a snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Barbosa comes in for Klay Thompson, and it's Livingston in for Curry.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one.
Now here's Smart. Outside Bradley. And there's a foul. It's on Maurice Spates. That's his first foul.
And with Curry winning his first NBA MVP award, he played the fewest minutes by an MVP in league history, mostly because his team was up by so much, he got to sit a number of fourth quarters. He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Barbosa kicks to Green. Back to Barbosa. Green, the screen. And a wide open look for Iguodala. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And with Curry and the MVP,
why would he stop, man? Go for the fucking dunk or the layup, yo. Damn.
Winner. Hard to argue with the season he had, leading his team to 67 wins last year.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Vasili's checked in for Golden State. Boston also with the sub. Isaiah Thomas is checked in for Marcus Smart. Sullinger with the bucket.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
It's all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks that Coach drew.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
Is he an athlete or what?
No doubt about it. It's almost as if he lives in the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace. Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the team.
And the jam by Andre Iguodala.
Boy, he wanted everybody in the building to know who threw that one down.
Hanging on the rim is, I guess, one way to do it.
Yeah, I tell you what, though, you want to make sure you don't get teed up from a situation like that.
And here comes Livingston, leading the fast break. And it's Iguodala with the jam.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. Floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up. And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Livingston kicks to space. Stolen by Thomas. Here's the break. Oh, this is the dunk. The Warriors lead it. On its way from Barbosa for two. Jared Sullinger pulls it in.
Well, so far for Coach Brad Stevens, the Celtics have had nothing but praise for their outstanding young coach. No surprise for those of us who know Brad. The team is really moving ahead in the rebuilding process, and he gets a lot of the credit for that.
Barbosa with it. Now guarded by Brad. Bazili inside. Sullinger defending. And he gets it to go.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out. And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Pass to Spates. Back to Iguodala. 6 on the shot clock. For 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
You know, obviously, you know, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk about.
Well, Greg, you played. You envision yourself as a coach as well. So, you know, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
And still a close game as the first quarter. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Just almost an intimidating factor when you're able to go out and consistently come up with the block shots like they have defensively.
Well, what happens is shooters begin to start looking for the shot blockers, and it does intimidate them.
The Splash Brothers are the guards. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Bogut in at the 5 spot. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Olynyk dishes to Crowder. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Curry kicks to Green. Feeds it to Thompson.
That should have been a turnover. He threw that shit right through me. Literally.
No good on the triple. Celtics trail by 3. The drive by Thompson. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
How about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Here's Curry. Isaiah Thomas making his last shot. Thompson left side. Just 5 to shoot. And now Young running the floor all by.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some good offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
It was a tough battle down the stretch, but the Celtics were able to get back into the playoffs last year.
And kind of just hovering around all season, but give them credit. They fought their way in and spent only 1 year out of the postseason in their rebuild.
They set the pick. Pick by Lee. Thomas passes to Young. Green against Lee. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
And, you know, for the Celtics, the actual playoff series didn't go well. They got swept by the Cavaliers, but most people will remember the injuries from the series more than the play, and the Celtics have a bright future, no doubt.
And the Warriors making a change here. Spates is checked in. Young inside. Curry meets him. Olynyk. And the layup's good off the glass. Olynyk's got his first 2 points.
Well, listen, it was a forgettable series for Celtics fans. However, the Celtics' young core were able to experience postseason basketball. That's something that you can really never replicate. I'm sure they'll be hungry for more of it. And credit Brad Stevens on a terrific job.
Celtics trail by 5. Here's Crowder. From outside, off the mark. The Warriors have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Curry with a wide open look. Offensive rebound. Thompson outside. And Curry, here we go. They kick it out to Green. Another shot. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Warriors leading by 8. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket. Really hard to decide, guys, which was better. The pass, the catch, or the slam.
Mark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed. And guys, you know what? You wouldn't know that they're the team that's actually trailing with how they were able to pull that play off.
Here's Green. Nails the 16-footer. Green's got 5 now. Young against Curry. Young dishes to Olynyk. Screen by Young. And Olynyk gets to lead. From 11 feet away.
How the fuck they keep making them do that, man?
Not the best shot right there with the good defender draped.
Shit is dumb.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Time call here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And how about Harrison Barnes, the Black Falcon? I mean, he was a high school phenom in Ames, Iowa, and a lottery pick back in 2012 after 2 seasons at Carolina. Remember also in high school, he was a teammate of Dougie McBuckets.
So Boston ends up going with the new group. They set the pick. The dish to Uretko. The feed to Smart. Turner with the screen for Smart. Sullinger the screen. Lets it go from deep. Uretko can't get it to go. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
That free throw good from Sullinger.
And really a fantastic season for Sullinger last year. Really made some leaps forward, but missed a lot of time still due to injury.
The Free throw's good from Sullinger. Sullinger did continue to improve last year, Clark, but you can't ignore that he had to miss time once again.
Yeah, and you hope that he'll be able to stay healthy for a full year at some point. When he's on the floor, he's a hard matchup for just about every team in the league.
Warriors leading by 8. Curry passes to Green. Spates sets a screen. Barnes can't get it to go.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket.
Ah!
The shots just don't fall.
Why would you? I'm trying to figure out, like, why would you run behind the line? And they're supposed to be smart. Why would you run behind the line?
He kicks it to Curry. Inside. And Spates gets it to go. Spates has got the lead up to 10 now for the Warriors.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior. And sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunks the shot in the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Yeah, that could be an instant momentum shift. That certainly was a rim record.
Green, no longer. Celtics trailed by 8. Bradley with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Smart kicks to Bradley. At the elbow, Sullinger. Over in the corner, Turner. Off target from outside. The Warriors have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Curry shot is off.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Bradley kicks to Yarebko. Here's Smart. A beautiful reverse layup. Smart's got 8 points.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
You know, one other thing that's clear is how well they're burying their jump shots here in the early going.
And how thrilled must have Evan Turner been last season to get a second chance. Clark with the boost in minutes, confidence, coaching staff. His game almost just changed overnight.
Yeah, he's a guy who needs the basketball. He's such a good, solid playmaker and has excellent size. Never had a chance in Indiana to really handle the ball and play to his strengths because of Paul George and Lance Stevenson, but he found a nice niche in Boston.
Well, you know what he can do after watching him for so many years with the Buckeyes.
Yeah, he's terrific. Good basketball IQ, too.
Smart dishes to Yarebko. Sullinger passes to Bradley. Just 3 to shoot. And Sullinger kicks to Smart. Kept alive by Boston. Passes it to Yarebko. Kicks it out to Bradley. Good, and Smart gets the assist. 6 points for Avery Bradley. On the wing, Iguodala. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's on Jared Sullinger.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop the train when he's coming in for the slam.
Isaiah Thomas is checked in for the Celtics.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Here's the screen. Bradley dishes to Uretko. No good.
You gotta make that, Jonas.
Warriors leading by 3. Here's Livingston. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
That's good.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
On the wing, Green. 5 points in the game. Iguodala, that's a 2-pointer. And it's Iguodala again missing. Celtics trail by 3. Iguodala with the steal. Top of the key, Azili. Here is Livingston. And there's the whistle. Foul on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And how about Sean Livingston? Just a terrific comeback story. Of course, he suffered that famous knee injury, one of the worst I've ever seen, and he has willed himself back to become a valuable player in this league.
Andrew Bogut checked in for Draymond Green. Livingston signed a nice 3-year deal with the Warriors. Great fit for that team.
No question. A rare package at 6'7", who's a true point guard and extremely versatile defensively. He can play alongside Steph Curry, handling the ball or off it. And easy to see why the Dubs were happy to get him.
Here's what Boston's going with right now.
Get the fuck in there, man.
Checked in for Jared Sullinger. Crowder comes in for Turner. Young is subbed in for Avery Bradley. Livingston kicks to Bogut. And count it. 2 points with a change.
Nut shit. Niggas wide open. Nah.
Yeah, that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over him.
You know, guys sometimes love proving people wrong. You know that from guys you've played with. And Greg, this mismatch gives him an opportunity to quiet the haters and naysayers.
Yeah,
okay. Warriors leading by 7. Barbosa for 3. And put it on the basket. Book it. Barbosa's got 8 points.
He's really starting to ramp it up now,
shit,
getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
Oh, shot misses.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. And Young, here we go. Young's got 6 here in this quarter.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Azili kicks to Iguodala. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Some guys will try to overpower you at the rim, but he likes to elude you and trick you. He's got quickness and a soft touch.
And so we conclude the first half. The Warriors on top, up 10. It's the NBA on 2. The second half just about to get going here. Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
On the floor for Boston, they've got Tyler Zeller. Jay Crowder out there with Johnson. And it's Young, and it's Thomas in at the 1. Shot by Crowder, no good. Warriors leading by 10. Thompson from long range. And a assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 4th assist in this one.
And guys, Steph Curry, the rare point guard who's almost as effective playing off the ball as he is on it. And the Warriors have really emphasized that as he's evolved as a player, bringing in a lot of playmakers who can set him up coming off screens.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And speaking of Curry playing off the ball in the pass, Clark, we'd see him guarding shooting guards defensively. Some said trying to hide him against lesser offensive players.
Well, I think guarding 2 guards gave him a chance maybe to save some energy for the offensive end. But recently, Steve Kerr has had him on point guards more. You want your best players taking the challenge at both ends.
And the foul on Avery Bradley. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding positions. He wasn't set.
Outside Curry. From the arc. Leaps for it. It's out of bounds. They are saying it was last touch by Lee. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the 3rd.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Here's Bradley. No good. Great D that time from Green. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Back to Barnes. The 3. Here's Bogut. Second chance shot. And he gets it to go.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
And it's Bradley off the drive. Six to shoot. Runner in the lane. And it's sent back by Bogut. Tries to keep it alive.
That's a bad possession, y'all.
Barnes running the floor all by himself. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is. They determined finish.
Did he just go chop chop there with that one hand tomahawk slam?
First personal foul, team's 3rd.
Curry passes to Green. Back to Curry. Back to Green. Shot clock at 6. Golden State needs to get off a shot. 3-pointer, but they get it back. And the basket by Bogut.
Just not.
Y'all got to get the rebounds, man.
Right, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Boston making some changes. Urebko comes in for Amir Johnson. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Bradley.
Marcus Smart.
Smart with the ball. Curry meets him. Here's Lee. And that one is hammered home.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
That's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be, remove all doubt on that attack.
Warriors leading by 16. What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Celtics trail by 16. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And slam dunk by Smart.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past. His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
To the wing on the left. Uncovered. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut back down to 14 on those points from Jerebko. Outside Curry. Green with a screen for Curry. Cannot hit. Now Boston takes it the other way. Kicks it to Jerebko. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
That's his first personal foul.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Spates checked in for the Warriors. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. The Boston Celtics figured to be near the bottom of the league last year. In many ways, they outperformed a lot of people's expectations.
And by no means were they a contender at any point, but they very well could be ahead of themselves in terms of the rebuilding process.
Clock at 4. Thompson dishes to Green. The rebound by Young. Celtics trail by 13. Pass to Lee. And he drops it in from the low post. Lee's got his second basket of the game.
And with the Celtics being a surprise threat near the end of last season, even their losses were a close game.
Curry's shot is good.
That's a precision shot. You've got to be precise. No room for error on the floater.
Now here's Smart, guarded by Curry. They set the pick. And the pass to Young. Out to the right wing. Here's Crowder. The Warriors
Knock
pull
that
it in.
shot down, man. Fuck.
To back up your point about the Celtics being in close games, I mean, their point differential on the year was less than where you would expect it to be for a team that made the playoffs. I mean, it really gives you an idea of how many close games they played.
He feeds it to Young. No good on the 3. Warriors leading by 13. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And the Warriors put the ball in Thompson's hands a lot more last season. He ran the pick and roll and attacked the rim, taking more advantage of his size and ball handling ability at that off-guard position.
Boston making some changes. Jared Sullinger's checked in for Jerebko. Turner comes in for Crowder. And Bradley's subbed in for Young. Smart kicks to Turner. Here's Lee. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And Thompson slams it home. Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag.
I tell you what, I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that one again.
Looking to end his cold spell.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Now Lee. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
And a fast break now for the Celtics. Turner leading the charge.
You know, guys, when you push it hard like that on the break, those are the easy buckets that'll be waiting for you.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Green. Smart kicks to Sullinger. Boom, he jams it straight down. Great game for him, double-double now. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Boy, that was a violent throw down there.
You're telling me.
I mean, it's almost like he doesn't like the rim. Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Dishes it to Bradley. Puts it up from 7.
Wow.
I tell you what, the way he's been going this quarter, guys, they're going to need somebody else to pick up the slack.
Iguodala with the bucket.
That shit is
I tell
crazy.
you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Outside Brent. Lee against Barnes. Here's Smart. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunk's the shot in the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Yeah, that could be an instant momentum shift. That certainly was a rim record.
Outside Curry. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for the Warriors. Livingston comes in for Steph Curry. Screen by Lee. It's Sullinger with the drive. Outside Turner. Smart wide open, he fires. Gets to the corner and buries it. Smart's got it back down to single digits for the Celtics. Iguodala the pass to Livingston. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul.
First personal foul, team score. Celtics called.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Marcus Smart was drafted to the Celtics as their future point guard. He came in with a lot of work to do and a skill set that people really liked. But his first season, Clark, was a roller coaster.
Yeah, it really was. He was an off guard in high school and in his first year of college as well. Really only played full-time at the point the year before he was drafted.
And for Smart, though, he still has a lot of work to do on his ball handling and passing. His shooting, I think, exceeded some people's expectations. 37% from the field last year was subpar, but his 34% accuracy from 3 was solid. He finally started going straight up on his jumper instead of leaning in, and his release looked money.
Celtics. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Jared Sullinger. Urebko comes in for Lee. Jay Crowder's checked in for Evan Turner. And Thomas subbed in for Smart. They get the rebound. Here's Barnes. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Here's Iguodala. He dishes it to Livingston. Ezeli kicks to Iguodala. Livingston passes to Barnes. They set the screen. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Barnes has got 16 points.
You know, you talk about Smart's lackluster field goal percentage. Once he gets more comfortable with his ball handling and adjusts to the length in the NBA, I think he'll convert more at the basket. That'll also create more drive and dish chances for him as well. Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-handed.
Here's your Repco. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. 8 points for him.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now here's Bradley, the fast break opportunity. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
That's really how they're going to get back into this game, trim the lead. I mean, play tough defense, force some turnovers, and then push it to the other end.
And Clark, those steals allow you to play in the open floor.
Here's Thompson.
What the? Where the foul? Come on, man.
And he'll shoot two.
Ball don't fucking lie.
Well, last year, Tyler Zeller both started and came off the bench, showed he could be an effective player even when playing heavy minutes.
Yeah, and if you look at the games that he played as a starter, he increased his usage, and it didn't bother his production at all.
And the Warriors making a change here. Bogan's checked in. Pass to Iguodala. Knocks it loose. Thomas with the steal. Launches it. Can't hit. Good defense by Iguodala.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Here's Livingston.
Defense, fellas.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Warriors lead by 10. And we're... Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Celtics trail by 10. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Barnes at the free slot. That's the Warriors' 5.
Fellas, that two-hand mop to slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got that. My man is going for the jugular.
Thomas dishes to Olynyk. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, but if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive
rebounds,
play,
man.
triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Celtics trailed by 12. Feeds it to Olynyk. The dish out to Lee. And Olynyk kicks to Young.
What?
He's got 10 points here.
What are we going to eat?
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
Over in the corner, Lee goes up the baseline. And that one's good.
What?
He's got 10 points here.
What are we going to eat?
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
Yeah.
On the wing, Thompson, defended by Young. Just 5 on the clock. There's Curry, and it's Golden State with another.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Thomas, it's a wide open look. Thomas
Knock that
with
shit
another
down, man.
miss.
Fuck.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Barnes passes to Bogut. Outside Curry. Curry with another miss. Celtics trail by 12. Here's Young. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Fuck out of here,
Bogut's
man.
got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Thompson from long range.
Shit is fucking nutty, man.
Thompson's got 19 points.
And they're going to have a hard time climbing back into this game if they continue to defend like that.
Thomas gets the bucket.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up? And the thing with Kelly Olynyk, he does some stuff that really helps you, and some also that will hurt. I mean, he's highly skilled. He's got the deep range, textbook positioning in terms of the post. A lot of tricky moves down there. Yet he has a hard time being effective against great athletes, which the NBA is filled with. So he's going to have to evolve as a basketball player.
Get the rebounds, we can win the fucking game.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Steve Kerr was saying to the team. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
And the call will be against David Lee.
Come on,
That's foul
fellas.
number 2 for him.
Yeah.
Well, and back to Kelly Olynyk. As a coach, you have to identify the matchups where he can be effective because Clark is against explosive long-limb guys. They'll take advantage of him.
Yeah, they will, but in the right matchup, he's effective. He can help. He makes 35% of his threes, has done that for the last 2 years, and I think he gives you some toughness and rebounding as well. I like him as a second-unit player.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
And Young kicks to Crowder. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Warriors leading by 12. And Curry, here we go. Outside, Green. Fires from deep. Can't get it to go. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Lee dishes to Thomas. Out to Lee. Back to Thomas. Out left to the wing. And there's the feed to Olynyk. Sinks that one from the post.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Can't get it to go. Good D by Thomas. Celtics trail by 10. Passes it to Olynyk. Puts up a 3. Offensive rebound, Celtics. Another shot. Young inside. Defended by Green. And Young with the stuff.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past.
That is good. 19 points for Steph Curry.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Curry against Thomas. Young in the corner. And he slams it down right on top of the blue.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home.
I tell you what, he's lucky on that one that he got away with maybe not picking up a tee.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
And stolen by Barnes. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. Rejected by Young. This one for three.
Get in there.
It's rebounded
Fuck.
by Golden State.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's
Nigga, he's wide
not
open. I gotta
good at
take
all.
that. Fuck you talking about?
Curry kicks to Thompson. 6 to shoot. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Last season, the Celtics had a solid 19 and 22 road record, Clark. Not the 500 mark most teams want, but a very good effort from a young team, and no one really expected that.
Yeah, and you think about this team that's still growing and has a lot of youth. I mean, that kind of road record, very impressive. Their fans should be feeling pretty good about what the future holds with this group.
And the Celtics making a change here. Jared Sullinger's checked in for Olynyk. Jerebko comes in for Lee. Bradley's checked in for Young. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Crowder, the pass to Jerebko. Nice deep.
Oh my God, the nigga's right under the fucking hoop and you missed it. Damn, man.
Their away record doesn't tell the whole story. They won their last 7 road games in that tremendous playoff push. Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Warriors leading by 9. Curry with it. Out guarded by Smart. And Thompson kicks to Bogut. It's stolen by Bradley. On up the court. And slam dunk by Smart.
We got a ball game now, fellas. No doubt about it. I'm sensing a major momentum swing after the steal and run out.
Yeah, and little sequences like that can change the complexion of a game. Suddenly, the pressure now on the team with the lead.
Outside Curry. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
Another away from home note for the Celtics. They were 7-1 in road games against the rest of their division. Their road play was the driving factor as to why they made the playoffs.
Thompson outside. Green dishes to Bogut. And Curry, here we go. And that one's good. Curry's got 9 points now in the quarter. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And when you look at Draymond Green, he's not a guy who will wow you with his numbers or his athleticism, Clark. He brings a lot of intangibles. I remember talking early in his career with Tom Izzo up in Michigan State saying those exact things, that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about him. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors, in Steve's words.
You know, you talk about Green's enthusiasm for the game. He's constantly talking, whether defensively or even in an opponent's ear. He's a vocal presence. And also another example of how a guy can make an impact without necessarily having it show up in the stat sheet.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
Free throw good. Crowder.
And also, don't discount his leadership. Draymond Green's been a vocal leader his entire career. Even as a rookie, he wasn't afraid to challenge his teammates. And that competitive spirit, guys, can be contagious.
Barbosa kicks to Thompson. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Oh, kidding me.
A long wind-up and a strong follow-through on that one-hand jam.
He's not going to mess that one up for sure.
Oh, I sure hope not.
Jerebko, the best to Smart. Lets it go from 11. And it's Spates with the rebound. Spates has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Crowder. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
You know, right call. Gave the officials no choice there. I mean, they've got to make that call over the back.
Yeah, I mean, he went chest first into the man in front of him. My goodness, I'm not an official, and I could have gotten that one right.
Thompson outside. And Barbosa has it in the corner. Off target with his three. Celtics trail by 10. Here's Bradley. Kept alive. The second chance effort. And he sinks the layup. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter. Kicks it to Iguodala. Beyond the arc. Here's Thompson. Pass to Barbosa. Stolen away. And now it's Bradley running. He can go all the way.
And one.
Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Maurice Spates.
Fast break opportunities do not get any easier than that one off the steal.
Exactly. The defense really no chance to get back.
And the Warriors with a completely new five on the floor. Curry against Zellinger.
Oh, man.
It's Curry with the drive. And that one's good. Curry's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's had.
All sorts of time. Another miss by Curry. And so it's Boston with it. Smart misses.
Come on, man. You kidding me? Just can't make layups.
Yeah, and they don't need to do anything to reinvent the wheel here. I mean, just take time off the clock and squeeze the arm. Don't turn it over.
I got somebody for these niggas,
They're
man.
going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
And he gets it to go.
You know, they'll want to generate more of those shots in tight, guys.
Clark, and they can just let the clock run out here.
No argument with that W.
And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. "16 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Outside Curry. So we see the Warriors get the win here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and I thought good execution really played.
You done? You gonna run it back?
Run it back. Let me go to the practice zone real quick, though. I don't know what's going on with Curry's shot, man. I ain't know shit. Yeah, I hear some bones and Clay Thompson showed up, man. I heard you do it.
What you doing?
I'm about to come up here.
What's the baby doing?
Playing on his phone.
Yeah. Still playing good.
Yeah, I got somebody for the niggas.
I'm just gonna take a few shots of Curry real quick. Send the invite. was holding that bitch too long. Can't even hold that shit. Curry got it.
Vengo en busca de respuestas con el manojo lleno y vengo como un libro abierto, ansiosa de aprender la historia no contada de nuestros ancestros, con el viento que dejaron los abuelos y que vive en cada pensamiento de esta amada tierra. Quien sabe cuidarlo es quien de verdad la quiera. Vengo para mirar de nuevo, para ver los sitios y despertar el ojo ciego, sin miedo, tú y yo. Descolonicemos lo que nos enseñaron con nuestro pelo negro, con pómulos marcados, con el orgullo indio en el alma tatuado. Vengo con la mirada, vengo con la palabra, esa palabra hablada, vengo sin temor a no perder nada. Vengo como el niño que busca de su morada, la entrada al origen, la vuelta de su cruzada. Vengo a buscar la historia silenciada, la historia de una tierra sequeada. Vengo con el mundo y vengo con los pájaros, vengo con las flores y los árboles, sus cantos. Vengo con el cielo y sus constelaciones, vengo con el mundo y todas sus estaciones. Vengo agradecida al punto de partida, vengo con la madera, la montaña y la vida. Vengo con el aire, el agua, la tierra y el fuego. Vengo a mirar el mundo de nuevo. Vengo con mis ideas como escudo, con el sentir humano, vivir este mundo donde el hombre nuevo busca el contrapunto. Vengo, mano, vengo como tú, en busca de la huella, de la pieza del árbol y de su corteza, que guarda en su memoria que el canto de victoria cuando vimos de la tierra lloramos con tal euforia. Ya abrimos así nuestros brazos tan encadilados y nos acurrucamos al origen de los tiempos, a la fuente del universo donde yace el sentimiento de vivir este comienzo. Vengo con la sangre roja, con los pulmones llenos de rimas en mi boca, con los ojos rasgados, con la tierra en las manos. Venimos con el mundo y venimos con su canto. Vengo a construir un sueño, el brillo de la vida que habita en el hombre nuevo. Vengo buscando un ideal de un mundo sin clase que se pueda levantar. Vengo con el mundo y vengo con los pájaros, vengo con las flores y los árboles, sus cantos. Vengo con el cielo y sus constelaciones, vengo con el mundo y todas sus estaciones. Vengo agradecida al punto de partida, vengo con la madera, la montaña y la vida. Vengo con el aire, el agua, la tierra y el fuego. Vengo a mirar el mundo de nuevo. Vengo a mirar el mundo de nuevo.
Hold on.
Vengo en busca de respuestas con el manojo lleno. Vengo buscando un ideal de un mundo sin clase que se pueda levantar. Vengo con nuestro pelo negro, con pómulos marcados, con el orgullo indio en el alma tatuado. Vengo
I won't bow down to no man.
Everything I hit me.